It's time to future-proof yourself and invest in your own education. Let's talk about that and more right now. Hi Forex traders, Andrew Mitchem here, the Forex Trading Coach. Today is Friday the 15th of July and I want to talk about why you need to invest in yourself and why you need to future-proof yourself. You see, I've been watching a video by a guy over in Australia called Brett McFall, who I've been following Brett for many years, probably 10, 12 years or so. He's released a video that shows some very interesting but also some very worrying social trends that are out there, and he lists three main concerns that people need to understand, be aware of, and also you need to have a plan in place so that these trends don't affect you too much. So the first thing he talks about is these three dangerous trends. The first dangerous trend is how debt and baby boomers are affecting the economy. And it's a really interesting thing because debt, and he's talking about Australia, but this same principle can be applied to most of the Western world. He's talking about how debt is strangling the economy in all countries. And as a result of interest repayments, and this can be personal repayments right through to government repayments, the amount of money being wasted on interest repayments severely affects the lack of infrastructure that can be built, because everybody's getting into more and more debt. You add on top of that the number of baby boomers that are now retiring. And so you're getting all these people who have been earning money coming out of the workplace, and now they're getting to an age where they're going to start to take money in terms of health and retirement funds, etc. So there's a real issue there because now there's less people paying taxes, but more people are taking or needing those tax payments. So that becomes the first social trend, a worrying trend. The second one is that the sources of employment are severely drying up. And you look around the world, the amount of automation, the amount of artificial intelligence that's happening. Now, it's a really exciting thing, and we can really benefit in it. You know, you can take advantage of this artificial intelligence and automation that's going on to help run a business better, to save time, save costs, deal with countries all around the world, etc. All that is fantastic. But as an employee, it can be quite dangerous because artificial intelligence is just going to take away so many jobs in careers that right now traditionally have been very good and safe careers. And this is not quite in place yet, but it's something that's coming as artificial intelligence becomes higher reliability. It's something that could take a lot of or create a lot more unemployment. So you add that to the first scenario, and you're now getting even more people without jobs, which means there's even less people paying taxes. The third worrying trend is that the amount of people who have a good retirement fund or superannuation or whatever it is you call it in your country, in other words, money that you have invested to retire on, to live on when you're retired, the amount that people have is not sufficient for what the vast majority need for when they do retire. And again, it becomes an issue because you're then going to get a lot of people who can't afford housing, that can't afford their health to be looked after, etc. when they retire. So that again puts more stress on the people who are working, who are paying taxes. So it becomes a vicious cycle. You can see those three trends are developing more and more. And so, like Brett says, you cannot stop what's going to happen. You know, it's going to happen. So you have to face that is actually going to happen. You cannot change what's going to happen. But what you can do is invest in yourself and future-proof yourself to ensure that these changes don't adversely affect you. And so as a Forex trader, I'm looking at that thinking, there's just an amazing opportunity for people out there to trade Forex and to future-proof yourself, to supplement your earnings or to supplement your retirement fund by trading the Forex market. But it's all well and good to say, let's go trade Forex, but you have to understand what you're doing, because if you've been trading Forex for any length of time and you're not making money, you'll know that it's a lot harder than most people say it is. So it comes around to the fact again that you need to invest in yourself, you need to future-proof yourself, you need to get an understanding of how to trade. If you're not at retirement age right now, start really small with your Forex accounts and get to understand how to trade, and then slowly build into it and get bigger accounts, and you know what you're doing by then. But it's something you need to make a decision on starting now. What I love about Forex, I mean, there's so many things I love about Forex, but one of the main things I love about Forex is that the amount that I can earn from trading is not directly correlated to how hard I work. Now, sure, I've done thousands and thousands of hours of research and time and studying charts, etc. over the years, and continue to do so. But the thing is that, you know, if I'm taking a trade and I make a 1% gain, let's say, that 1% gain, really the amount I make is dependent on my account size. And so 1% gain on $1,000, you know, the actual work involved is still a 1% gain on a $100,000 account, or whatever size the account you have is. And so by trading, it gets away from that mentality of I need to work X number of hours to get X amount of money. And unfortunately, that's how most traditional based jobs are. But you can see with Forex, it has the advantage of not having that limitation. So have a think really carefully about what I've said there, because this really does affect most people out there. Have a think of those 3 points. You've got debt increasing and more baby boomers retiring. You've got sources of traditional employment drying up, and you've got most people out there reaching retirement age without sufficient funds to fund their retirement. Do something about it. Start now. Invest in yourself. I believe that the Forex market is probably one of the best places you can invest in yourself. If you believe that I can help you, what I suggest you do is to jump on to one of my webinars, send me an email, and let's see if if I can help you, and you can come on board with my course and help to future-proof yourself by being a really profitable Forex trader.